Hello everyone, welcome back to Definite Hearing. I'm Emily. In today's video, we are going to talk about something that a lot of people with hearing loss struggle with, hearing fatigue. And more importantly, how to explain it without seeming lazy, unmotivated, or like you're making excuses. Because trust me, I get it. You don't want people to think that you're tired, checked out, or just don't care. Your brain is running a marathon trying to understand what you're hearing, and you're just trying to keep up. First, let's make sure we are on the same page. Hearing fatigue is not normal tiredness. It is fatigue your brain feels when it's working really hard to understand what you're hearing. It is legit. It is real. When you have hearing aids or a cochlear implant and you are trying to process what you're hearing, there are gaps in what you're hearing, so it makes it harder to understand. So your brain is constantly having to fill these gaps. It's like reading a book with missing letters and words. So realize that the exhaustion that you feel from hearing fatigue is very real. Hearing fatigue can cause you to want to leave a party early, maybe not feel social. People who don't experience hearing fatigue aren't going to understand it. They might assume that you're tired, you don't want to participate, or you're not trying hard enough. This is so far from the truth. And that can feel frustrating and even hurtful, and this is why learning to explain it is so important. Here's the key. When you're trying to explain hearing fatigue, make it relatable. People understand being tired. They understand concentration and they understand mental overloads. We have to bring all those things together. Here are a few phrases that you can use to explain your hearing fatigue. Because of my hearing loss, my brain has to work overtime to process what I'm hearing, so I burn out faster than most people. This shows effort, not laziness. Imagine trying to watch a movie with the sound going up and down. That's what conversations can feel like for me. After a few hours, I just need to recharge. Concentrating on imagery can make it click or help people understand better. You can also use this last example. It's not that I don't want to keep listening or hearing or staying engaged. My brain is using so much energy to understand that I just get tired sooner. This reinforces your motivation that you want to be engaged, but just due to the processing it takes, it's not going to work for you to be engaged today. You're dealing with hearing fatigue and your health is a priority. When you explain hearing fatigue in those ways, it shows that hearing fatigue is a result of your effort, not a lack of it. This is a really important distinguishment. So even if you can't remember those exact examples, that's okay. Just be sure to reinforce that your hearing fatigue is a result of your effort, not a lack of it. So when should you explain your hearing fatigue? You definitely don't want to initiate any conversations like, "Hi, my name is Emily, I'm hard of hearing, and I have hearing fatigue." Do not feel obligated to bring this up, especially when you first meet someone. There are certain moments when it's appropriate to bring up the hearing fatigue. For example, at work, if coworkers have started asking or noticing why you need breaks, that's an appropriate time to tell them. Or with family and friends, if they notice that you've zoned out during long conversations or seem like you don't want to be around people, that might be an appropriate time to have this conversation about hearing fatigue. Think of explaining hearing fatigue as giving people a manual for what to expect. Setting proper expectations will help them know how they can support you. Now, let's talk about what not to say. Sometimes we can intentionally make ourselves sound unmotivated when we explain hearing fatigue. Don't say these things. "I'm just tired. I don't feel like it." Or "it's too much work." If you just say these things, you will come off as lazy, tired, and unmotivated. So be sure to, if you realize that you're dealing with hearing fatigue, label that correctly. Now, I will say there are some times where you just don't want to socialize with people. Those are the times that it's okay to just be like, "No, I just need some personal rejuvenation time." Another way to explain your hearing fatigue without seeming lazy or unmotivated is to offer a solution. For example, "I'm having difficulty hearing here due to the background noise. Can we move to this quieter spot? Or could you slow down? That will help me keep up with you." These are ways to continue doing what you're doing while addressing your body's need to address to the hearing fatigue. Take advantage of rest when you're able to get it. Finally, let's not forget this. Hearing fatigue is real. You don't have to feel guilty about it. While it's great to explain it in the way that I presented in this video, sometimes people don't get it, and that's okay. Take note of those people and those scenarios and think of how you can improve it in the future. Remember, you can control how you react, but you can't control them. Give yourself grace. To recap, hearing fatigue is a brain overload from listening. It's often misunderstood as laziness. Use clear, relatable explanations to explain your hearing fatigue. Avoid vague phrases and instead frame hearing fatigue as it really is. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to making more great hearing loss related content for you. Stay strong, stay amazing, and have a great day.